Scotty, at what point in the game do you balance going for the win and developing your players, especially the kids?
That was, you know what, it was a minute thing, really. We wanted to keep guys under certain minutes because we've been ramping them up ever since we had our facility open back in D.C. So we wanted to start here with the program, and we're going to stick to it. And trust me, it was hard when we were up and playing really well. And then when it changed, I wanted to go back. I mean, if it was a normal game, obviously I would have went back. But it's about getting our guys ready and better every day. And I thought we got better today. We competed against a team that's going to be right there with the very end, with all the best teams in the league. And that's where we want to get to. But I'm proud of our guys' effort. Their defense on the free throw line was pretty good, man. We cannot make a free throw to save our lives.
I want to ask you about Isak. This is a young man clearly that you said, I don't know if it was today or the other day about just, the kid doesn't have a bad day. He just comes to work. How many plays did you actually call for him tonight? Was that all just energy, being at the right place?
Zero. I run 0 plays for him. He impacts the game because of his enthusiasm and his effort, his spirit. I mean, everybody wants to play with him because he plays so hard and he plays to make the right plays, and he's not thirsty out there. He wants to make plays for his teammates, and that's why he's loved by everyone. When we first got him, it was like Tommy Shepard told me, "You're going to love this kid." He said he's going to grow on you from the first day that you have him, and he has. I just love his way about him. He has just a great disposition, and that's why he does so well without any plays called for him, because he just plays the right way, and it's contagious. And he's going to keep getting better. He's 20 years old, and his effort, his energy, his work ethic is outstanding.
Thanks, Scotty. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I'm going to interrupt for just a second here, guys. If you want to catch Rui, he is going to be in the other room. He'll be starting shortly. He's not there yet, but just make sure you're there.
This is my last question. That's basically what he's saying, guys.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead
and talk to Rui.
Scott, what did you think about Rui? Obviously, you said before the game was going to be a really big test for him.
Chase, thanks for asking me a question. I think what I said before the game, this was going to be a game for him to get better and to see how he can perform against the premier defenders in the league. And these two guys out there, they're MVP type players, and he competed and he didn't back down. And that's what I love about him. And that's what is going to make us a very good team, is that effort and that toughness that he plays with. He's a calm, very cool competitor, and you can never tell if he's having a good game or a bad game. He just comes and does his job, and he wants to do the right thing. And I love how he plays, and he kind of reminds everybody, not only myself but everybody, like a little bit like Kawhi. That same, just goes out there and does his job.
Fred.
Scott, Thomas Bryant tonight took 7 threes.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a thing? Like, I'm not asking if he's going to be taking 7 a game, but is Thomas taking more than the 1 or 2 a night something that's part of an initiative?
Well, I think it can help us. It's always good threes. If a 5 can take threes, it puts the defense at a pretty tough position, because we got guys that can attack the bigs, and the bigs have to have an extra second helping on our guards, and it allows our bigs that can shoot be able to shoot those shots. There's going to be games where he shoots 7. There's going to be games where he shoots a couple, but I just want them to be good shots. We're missing a lot of threes right now from our Brad and DB. So there's threes to be had, and I think I thought all of them, but maybe one wasn't a good one, and then the one late on the shot clock, I think he banked that one. Yeah, those are tough ones, but I thought the rest of them were really good shots.
So you've basically you and he have both taken on the philosophy of like he's a roll guy. He's a really good roll guy, and he's going to roll really hard off of screens, and in situations where he can dive, that's what he's going to do. Do you feel like you have to kind of retrain his habits just from like a basketball geography perspective?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the defenders. I mean, Joakim Noah is a very good help defender, and he was in a big-time drop, and he has great length, and he gets down in the defensive stance. So when the guard attacks him, it's tough to get to the buckets. But when you do attack him, you just make that little over-the-head pass, and you can get open shots for our bigs that can shoot threes. But it's still he has to find it. We have to find it. There's a balance. There's a sweet spot. There's a rhythm to the game where you're not just going to shoot all threes and you're not going to roll all the time. And I think TV's one of the few guys on our team that can do both very well.
In a little bit of a time crunch here, we're going to bring Thomas in just a sec, so this will be the last question.
Okay. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate you taking control.
Ava, sorry, forgot to call on you.
Scott, you mentioned your guys rising to the challenge of playing Clippers, obviously, but how much of that was them acing a mental test also, and not just with the aggression you want?
It's a big-time mental test. I mean, I was going into it thinking, okay, how are we going to play? How are we going to play? How are we going to match their physicality? How are we going to match their toughness? How are we going to match their experience? And then how are we going to match their mental toughness? I thought we matched it. Obviously they won the game. There's no moral victories here, but I thought we took the challenge of stepping up and playing against the top team in the league. And we just got to keep doing this until, like I said, told the guys after the game, we didn't win the game, but we got better. And that's our mentality every day. And it doesn't change. And we're going to have that same mentality going forward this last game against the Lakers, which is another incredible challenge. But I think our guys are going to be excited to play against them.
Cool. Thanks, Scott.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Coach.